A person's best interest is defined as whatever he chooses. Therefore, he always chooses what is in his best interest. But sometimes what is in his best interest is not the best decision for him. There are so many decisions that we make in our lives that will affect our future. Clay makes many decisions every single day. Our decisions can be put into two categories, rational and irrational, and these make up the dual self model. When irrational decisions are made, they affect our future in a negative way. These decisions are made using our short-term impulsive self of the dual self model. But when rational decisions are made, we activate our long-term patient self, and this helps to see how these decisions are going to better ourselves in the future. Now, there are two sides to the dual self model as mentioned previously, and this will be demonstrated through Clay's everyday actions. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Clay who struggles every day with decisions, just like every one of us. When it comes time for Clay to rise and shine on this early morning, he can choose one of two options: wake up and go to school, which would be the rational decision, or sleep in and miss class just to get a few more Z's in before getting on with his day. Well, it looks like he has chosen to wake up despite how awful he feels from the night before when he decided to go out with his friends. Good choice, Clay. You're one step closer to being a more rational and long-term thinker. Off to school he goes, but because Clay took so long to get out of bed because he felt so bad from the night before, he is starving and did not have time to get breakfast at home. So now he's faced with the decision of pushing the clock for a time to get to class if he stops for a drive-through breakfast at McDonald's, or will he just push through the hunger and let it get the best of him? Well, looks like the decision that Clay has made is to stop for breakfast, which sounds mighty tasty right about now if you ask me. Anywho, but because of this irrational decision, he has to sit in line, and guess what? The person in front of him can't decide what she wants and is a blubbering mess to the window guy. This decision has now caused him to be late to class. So now, because of his bad decision the night before, he was almost late for class by not waking up, and now will be late because he cannot survive a hangover without greasy food to settle that killer headache. This is just one example of how a decision that you make in the moment can affect your future self, whether it be in the near or the distant future. Now that class is over, it's time to hit the gym and work on that fitness. Or maybe answer that phone call from that cutie in his psych class for some ice cream. I think that's what she's calling for. Now this one is a toughie. You haven't worked out in a while and you feel yourself gaining some weight from all those long nights drinking with the buddies. So should you really go get that ice cream? But Clay certainly is having trouble turning down that pretty smile.
Hey, Allison. What's going on? Okay, you want to meet for ice cream? Well, I was going to work out, but yeah, we can do it. Where do you want to meet? Okay, sounds good. See you then.
It's a Thursday night and Clay has a paper to do tomorrow. He is so sick of studying and working on so much homework. And downtown Athens is looking pretty festive tonight, so let's see what Clay decides to do.
Hey, what's going on, man? Nothing much, just studying right now. Yeah, you want to go out? Yeah, I can go out for a couple hours, but I got to come back and finish this paper. Sounds good, man. I'll see you in a little bit.
Can't you tell that this is not going to be a pretty situation? How many of you have said the same thing and wind up never studying and regretting that night the whole semester? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, who's this girl? Someone that wants Clay and wants him badly tonight. Is he going to make the rational decision and not take her home and take advantage of her intoxicated self, or make the irrational decision? We all know what that will lead to. Finally, Clay makes a good decision tonight and goes with the rational choice. He'll probably feel better about himself later. I'm so proud of him. Time to head home from this night of fun. Taxi or drive himself? Taxi it is, and we conclude our decisions with another rational one. Now he might think that he made it out of this day in good shape. Just wait till tomorrow when that paper has to be turned in. You know, the one that he didn't work on tonight. So as we conclude on Clay's adventures, it looks like he didn't turn out to live so happily ever after. Not in every aspect, that is. But maybe that ice cream girl will stick around and she can be his princess. Clay has made a lot of bad decisions over the course of the day, and these decisions could get worse. They have already affected him for the near future, but one wrong decision, and that could land him in jail or with a ticket or possibly hurting someone. But make sure that when you make decisions, that even if your impulsive, passionate self says to do it, please take a minute and let your spectator self or cold state kick in to make the right choice for you. All of your decisions are going to be for your best interest, but let's hope that your best interest is the best decision for your future self. And the end.